Morning guys, lovely sunny morning. It's a pleasure coming down the polytunnel. Especially I've got two archways up, sweet peas, Hilda's mix, and the scent all of it. And another right up the archway on one side, I think it's green fly. So it's all starting to take shape. There's a lot of things I'm doing. Maybe I'm biting off more than I can chew. I've got one more thing to come yet. I've done my staging to get my peppers up a height, which was worthwhile doing. Difficult for me, but I got it done. But I've got another major job ahead. I'm thinking about the lawn. It's full of dandelions. I wouldn't call it flat, but I'm not going to be able to attempt that. That's out of my area now. But I can do something about getting the lawn back. But that's going to start maybe it's a couple of months down the line. Kill the dandelions off, feed the grass. It will fill in. I wasn't going to bother at one time, but with the help of a springbok rake, you know, bit of fertiliser, and maybe, if needed, a bit more seed, you can still do wonders. So the lawn's a future problem. As I said, I've got my staging done, my peppers are up, they are now showing foliage and flowers because they're not getting attacked by earwigs. Everybody thinks your main problem in a garden is the aphids. It's not. There's loads of things. I don't even believe slugs start the holes in your potatoes. It's like your millipede and whatnot. Then your slugs get in and make the hole bigger. Potatoes this year have been a disaster for me. There's not even been enough in a pot to weigh. Sometimes it's taking 2 pots for one meal. And I'm talking a 35 litre pot with 4 potatoes in each. As yet, my condos, I found a few growing on the surface, took them off, invested in a cheap mini fridge, so I'll store them for next year. I don't think I'll use them all, so there's a good chance there'll be some going spare. But what I was hoping for was to be able to wear them at least this year to see what I could do for future years. Beat me record, let's say go for a personal best. This year it's just personal. But that's what gardening's all about, you get used to it. I've actually managed to get a few crops. I've had some nice carrots. The potatoes I have had have been nice. And oh yes, my dwarf beans I might be starting picking this weekend. We'll see how things go. If I'm not happy with them, I'll give them another week to put a bit of bulk on. So let's take it from here and see what happens. Oh, just one more thing. I found cameras all over. I found the best way to grow lettuce is actually in a pot. And just pick the leaves as you need them. they're clean. Brilliant. That's what I'm doing from now on. All in a pot. Now I've had a major problem. A combination of bad compost and all this heat. It seems I couldn't keep water once a day, wasn't good enough. And the end result is tomatoes are stressed and blossom end rot. But I think this is the only plant that suffered. But the others were helped by the halos, which did the equivalent of a mulch. Stop the sun getting the compost drying out too quick. So I'll probably get a few more halos next year, then everything in here will have a halo and be covered. But seemingly no second truss's effect on this plant just the same. Never mind, it's only one plant, I can live with that. I've recently been asked the leaves on tomatoes, how many to take off. For now, I've took up to the first truss. Once they start riding, obviously I'm going to take up to the second truss. But if it gets too thick a canopy of foliage, I'm prepared to half the leaves, take them each leaf half back. I never take them all off. Still allow for photosynthesis. The other question is how many trusses before you stop. I used to stop at 6 trusses. Depends how early in the year you start them. But these, bear in mind, you've got to consider I'm now stuck in a chair. I've got to be looking about 5 foot in height, no matter how many trusses. Now this particular plant here has only got 3 trusses. The first truss is over 2 foot from pot height. But there's still going to be enough tomatoes in here for me and still give them away. So I'm not going to lose. The main thing for limiting the trusses is to get them to ripen in enough time before your day length severely drops. It's not just the tomatoes, it's being able to give yourself time to clear out and put your frost tender plants in, like your late chrysanthemums. You need space, so you need to get these ripened. Then you need the space before the frost set in. And a couple of cucumbers ready. We'll have these off. These are Passandra. Not bad at all. That's the size they grow to. I had a mail call about a week ago. Yeah. I received these from Woody, Cumbrian homestead. It's not the first time the lads helped me out. These are elephant garlic bulbils. I'm under no illusion, I know it's going to take a couple of years to get the results I want. But by God, I'm going to give these a go. I've never grown them before. It's the first time for everything. So, yes, I'm waiting. I can't wait. I think I'll wait till about end of September, early October, I'll start them off in modules in the greenhouse. Then I'll put them in the pots outside. The pots, which will be placed this next year, accessible. Not like the mistake I made this year. I don't want to make the same mistake twice. So thank you, Woody. I really appreciate that. I'm looking forward to giving them a go. Just to keep the wife happy, a nice bunch of sweet peas. I did manage a couple of cucumbers. We're a lot more on the make now. I might as well make use of them. The onions the cat dug up. The rest are still making very well. And that is a potato grown near the surface from my giant chip bucket. Me condor. Well, that'll go in the fridge till next year. That's about 9 I think I've got up to now. Well, it's nice to be able to sit outside here at night, so I took a chance. I put some solar lights out and I quite like the effect. Probably more to come, who knows. So until next time guys, take care, see you again.